Welcome back to the MLS Review Show. The Sounders travel to their southern neighbors with more than points on their minds.
But first, the Union travel to California to take on the Earthquakes.
San Jose still had their midweek loss fresh in their minds when Philadelphia came to town.
The Earthquakes had let their rise up the standings sputter recently. Chris Wondolowski would need to find his scoring touch with Steven Linhart suspended for yellow card accumulation. Philadelphia was already comfortably placed in the playoff picture, and the stellar play of sophomore Danny Mwanga had defenses worried to face the Eastern Conference side. With a strong backline, Peter Novak was able to send left back Jordan Harvey to Vancouver. Time would tell if this was a sign of acquisitions to come. Jim Cosimer and John Schrader were at Buckshaw Stadium for the Saturday night clash.
Working just his 14th match in MLS. He gives out an average of less than 3 yellows per game and has already handed out 3 reds in his time in MLS. Wills. Shot stopped, then sent back. That's the best chance of the match so far, and John Bush was able to stop it.
Ooh. Now we're going to make sure that we're not getting caught like this.
And the flag stayed down, and a good job by Bush. Mwanga trying to get a shot off, and it is finally cleared by Bobby Burling. We have a replay on what just happened in this match, and we wonder if John Bush got stepped on, as Corrales made a nice play to get Mwanga off the ball, and then Mwanga, as he went after the ball, he did step on the left forearm of John Bush. Beautiful delivery for Wondolowski, and it is sent out by Stefani Miglioranzi. What a sliding move by Miglioranzi that time, but the play continues. Oh, Empire tried to send one in, and it was tipped out. Chance for Wando on the doorstep, loose. Wando again. Now Johnson, he hits the upper V.
Empire, right midfielder, getting right in front of the box. And then we've got Simon Dawkins and Chris Wondolowski following up that play. I think we're seeing the Quakes pressure a lot more this second half.
Good ball, Mwanga in the area. What a stop by John Bush again.
John Bush has made those kinds of saves throughout the season over and over and over again.
The 2 on the edge. Tried to short side it, and Bush again makes the stop. The 3-brick wall set up by the Quakes. Off the service! Off the post! This one is headed towards the back post.
Wando gets just a knee on it. Mondragon keeps trying to spring Latu, and I think that's a good tactic for them in this game right now.
And that is it. The whistle blown. This match ends a 0-0 draw, but that man made it so. He is our Supercuts man of the match.
The passionate rivalry between Portland and Seattle was on full display in our Match of the Week. Sounders fans traveled in numbers in hopes of rallying their side to their first victory over the MLS Timbers, and this was a prime opportunity to do so. With the Timbers struggling to keep clean sheets, Mauro Rosales and Freddie Montero were ready to pounce. But most excited of all was Timbers villain Roger Levesque. The forward was handed another start, and Sounders fans hoped for a clever goal celebration. Portland had found their fortress at Geldwen beginning to crumble. After starting with a perfect 5 games at home, Timbers fans had left the last 4 games disappointed. John Spencer would tweak the lineup further after James Marcelin stood out when Portland faced Club America on Thursday. Who would win the first series between the intense rivals? Len Davis and John Harkes were at rocking Geldwen Field when the fireworks began.
Just the passion, the environment, absolutely amazing here, and it is tops today as the I-5 rivalry getting set to get underway. Your referee today, Jorge Gonzalez, in his 63rd game, and it's off and running here.
Nice ball.
It'll be Montero. Shot is pushed away.
Not a lot of pace on the ball. It's close to being on frame. Trying to keep that possession a bit more.
Alonzo to Freeberg, who made the run out of central midfield. Fernandez is in behind to make it one. Will he? He won't.
Great stuff from Troy Purdy's actually to come out and close the angle and make himself big.
The Haitian Marceline. Al Hassan now streaking down the right side, driving past one to the end, knuckles it back. It's 1-0.
Well, the game opens up here It's a good ball in behind, but it starts on the opposite side of the field. They're switching the point of attack. Great touch as he gets in behind. And it looks like an own goal from that angle. Jeff Park trying to come across. Perlazza there.
Montero's been benched for 2 games this year. But as John mentioned, very capable off the set piece. It'll be Montero! He's tied it up! Freddie Montero!
Great ball just tucked inside. Not a lot of pace, but it dips down very well away from Perkins.
They will take on France 11:30 a.m. then 2:15 Eastern. It's Japan and Sweden. Here comes Seattle into the box to make it 2. Saved by Perkins. Onside is Perlazza, who's finally found some space. The Colombian shot took a deflection, goes in. It's 2-1 Portland.
Transition and the quick counter. Excellent work in there from the midfielder. And the ball gets played out wide. You see that Al-Hassan. He gets a lucky here. Deflection off of Tyson Wall. Just hit a tough one for the second half here. Tyson Wall walked his thigh. Casey Keller can't do anything about it.
Riley, back post. Nagel clips it in. Rosales! Freddie Montero!
Excellent build-up. James Riley finding space. A searching ball really to the back post. Watch Nagel, the substitute. He clips a teasing ball in here. Rosales, excellent decision to keep it alive. Puts it right into the feet of Freddie Montero on the doorstep.
Diego Charo was trying to close that down. Here's Alonso, feathers the ball nicely over the top. Lamar Nagel. Lamar Nagel gets brought down to the penalty spot. We go. All off the ball from Alonso. Lamar Nagel's brought down. Seattle a chance to go up 3-2 now. And it is a red card.
Ball, it's a searching ball in behind. Great run off the ball by Nagel. He gets in behind Brunner. You see Brunner there. He's just putting his boot up. Dangerous play. Gets a touch on the ball.
Alonso side puts it in. It's 3-2 Seattle here in the 83rd minute. 5-second half goals here in Portland. It's all unraveled. Zizou to the far post. Al-Hassan. Wow. Lashed it over the top. Again, Portland down a man and down a goal. Montero helps it on. Great awareness to know that Rosales was behind him. Rosales swings it in. Montero! Doesn't go in. Linesman right on it. Montero was working on the hat trick and wanted to put the final dagger in.
The ball in from Rosales. Poor defending really by Portland, but look at this save. Troy Perkins, does he get it? Yes, he does.
But he made it clear he was going young. He's not going to use that as an excuse. And that's it. Ziggy Schmidt embracing his coaching staff on the bench. Mauro Rosales raises his arms in triumph. And Seattle, 3-2 winners over Portland here today, John.
You know, kudos to them. It's absolutely brilliant to play here. As a away player, you kind of get pumped up. Our fans traveled well. I thought the atmosphere was absolutely tremendous. Definitely the second best atmosphere in the league.
I think it's proved today that if you can't defend, you're not going to win games. If you can't keep clean sheets, you're not going to win games.
Anytime at home, when you get the lead twice, 2 goals, you should be able to hold. It would be disappointing in any game, but especially this one, it hurts pretty bad.
The standings in the East saw Columbus insert themselves in the leader discussions. New York dropped to D.C., but Philadelphia weren't able to jump the Red Bulls with their tie. Chicago's long unbeaten streak came to an end, and Toronto's league woes continued, losing twice. Out west, LA got 10 wins and stayed atop the standings in the process. Seattle's hard-fought win against Portland meant the Sounders moved to second, and the Timbers stayed near the bottom. The Rocky Mountain rivals both picked up points, while Vancouver languishes in the basement, losing 4 straight. The race for the Golden Boot is heating up. Big money stars Landon Donovan and Thierry Henry stayed locked at the top as they each added a goal. But Charlie Davies and Breck Shea are in the middle of breakout seasons and won't let go easily. On Saturday, 2 nationally televised games headline next week's action. Brian Mullen and the Colorado Rapids go to Seattle in a match Sounders fans have circled ever since Mullen's leg-breaking tackle on Steve Zakuani. Fox Soccer has that match at 4 p.m. Eastern. At 10:30 on Galavision, New York traverses the country to face Chivas USA. In other action, Columbus hosts San Jose, Sporting travels to Houston, and Dallas look to respond against DC. On Sunday, the Revolution look to make a move in the East when Philadelphia comes to town. Next week also sees the opening matches in the Herbalife World Football Challenge. Wednesday at 8 on ESPN2, watch New England take on the Premier League champions when Manchester United come to town. And Saturday at 7, ESPN2 has the Galaxy facing Cristiano Ronaldo and Real Madrid. That's all for Week 17 of the MLS Review Show. We're halfway through the season, so remember to visit MLSsoccer.com for full coverage of all the news in Major League Soccer.